Shalom, family. I want to take a moment today and just chat to you about the Roman Centurion. Here's a Gentile, a non-Jew, part of Rome, standing by the cross. Now, Divi Filius is a Latin phrase meaning son of God, and it was a title much used by Emperor Augustus, the grandnephew and adopted son of Julius Caesar. On 1 January 42 BC, nearly 2 years after the assassination of Julius Caesar, on the 15th of March 44 BC, but before the final victory of the second triumvirate over the conspirators who had taken his life, the Roman Senate recognized Caesar as a divinity. He was therefore referred to as Divus Iulius, the divine Julius, and his adopted son Octavian styled himself Divi Filius, son of the deified one, or son of the god. Since Augustus himself, some other Roman emperors were deified after death, the title Divi Filius applied to some of Augustus' successors, notably Tiberius, Nero, and Domitian. Now, Tiberius was ruling at the time of Christ, and one of his titles was Son of God, or Son of the God. Interesting. Now, that's the background that this Roman centurion is coming from. Then we go to the Bible, and we read Mark 15, verse 37 to 39. And Jesus cried out with a loud voice and breathed his last. Then the veil of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. So when the centurion who stood opposite him saw, he cried out like this and breathed his last. He said, "Truly, this man was the Son of God." He wasn't just making a statement. He was speaking from something that was a reality in his culture and his faith and his religion and his world of Rome that he was coming from, where they had a Son of God that he could clearly see was not a true divine creature, that was an evil human creature with faults and flaws. And now he had seen power. He had seen somebody who truly was the Son of God. Matthew 27:51. Then behold, the veil of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom, and the earth quaked, and the rocks were split. According to the Gospels, at the 6th hour, around noontime, on the day of Jesus' crucifixion, darkness fell over the whole land for 3 hours. Now, this supernatural darkness was viewed by early Christian writers as a sign, a clear sign of God's judgment on the sinful world. And no, it was not an eclipse. There's never been an eclipse that ran for 3 hours. This was a supernatural event showing God's presence and power in this situation. Now you have the centurion. He has lived and grown in a Roman culture. He's used to the Caesars claiming to be God or sons of God, yet he clearly sees them as fallible men with issues, no sign of divine power, no miracles, nothing. Here, he sees Jesus in all his mercy and love and power. Darkness covers the land during the day supernaturally. An earthquake occurs, splitting rocks and shaking everything. And here is this man, non-Jew, Gentile man, convicted of who he is looking at, is truly the Son of God. And the Lord, the Holy Spirit, is working in his life and changing him and rearranging his understanding on who God is. Even at the cross, even at that pivotal moment where the Lord laid down his life for all of us, he was busy working actively in this Gentile's life, bringing him to a fuller realization of who God is. God never quits on nobody, and He is always working. He loves you. Take the time to get to know Him. Shalom.